Sex is something that, yes, me and my friends have experienced and experimented with.
I want to have sex.
I'm not gonna be interested in that person. I'm just like attracted to their body or stuff.
Most everybody in high school is having sex before they're married.
You know, I think it's real easy sometimes to look at life like it's just this great ride, or it's just this awesome game and you're out to have as much fun as you can.
You see so much and hear so much about sex almost everywhere you go.
I've heard a lot about condoms and A's and birth control pills.
That type of thing all over the news, all over magazines, that sort of thing you see everywhere.
Condoms are a good message, yeah. I mean, if you're gonna have sex anyway, why not use a condom?
You see sex everywhere. I mean, in the movies and on advertisements.
You have to do it.
I mean, but like on advertisements, they show a girl with like a thin bikini, a G-string and everything, and like, I mean, because especially like the beer commercials and everything, they show if you drink this kind of beer that you're gonna get, you're gonna have all these girls and stuff, but really you just turn into a screwball and
barf all night.
Yeah.
Get a hangover
and get fat.
If I go out with somebody, it's not like, you know, I'm not gonna be interested in that person. I'm just like attracted to their body or stuff. And that's what I want right now.
I think most everybody in high school is having sex before they're married because they don't think of it as a big deal as people did before us.
But then every place you go, every movie you see, everywhere, it promotes sex.
Well, I think that by the media promoting condoms, they're actually letting the majority of the people have more sex. They're actually promoting sex at the same time as protection.
Everybody's doing it, even though, I mean, I don't find nothing wrong with it. I don't think anybody else does.
Condoms and stuff. I hear more about safe sex and abstinence.
What does abstinence mean?
I'm not sure what abstinence means.
I'm not sure what
It's something that comes up, but it's something that I never bother to find out the meaning.
Is it something about sex?
Abstinence. I'm not clear on that word yet.
Is that like a nun?
No, abstinence is not being taught at all on this campus, or I'm pretty sure I would have heard of it.
I don't think condoms are the best message for safe sex. Of course, abstinence is going to be, but it's better than nothing, so you might as well try it, I guess.
And just protect yourself with condoms or birth control pills or anything like that. Well, you use protection.
I know most of my friends have sex, and abstinence is not the answer. I think they should protect themselves, both the guy and the girl.
Say you're in 11th grade, you've known this girl for 2 years, and you know everything about her, and you know that she doesn't have any diseases, or so she tells you, and nothing serious. Nobody talks about her having any diseases, and she wants to do it, and you want to do it, and you wouldn't do it. You're in 11th grade. You can do it. I mean, I might sound like kind of a weirdo, but I mean, I would do it. I mean, if I knew all that stuff, I would do it in 8th grade or even before. I mean, because, I mean, well, because if you know nothing can go wrong, and like, well, she might get pregnant, but
yeah, I know. Then you're stuck with a kid for the rest of your life.
Well, yeah.
How are you gonna make money?
If you want, you use protection. You use
protection. Let's say
use a condom and a diaphragm.
It's not always sure things. Why take the risk?
A condom and a diaphragm. See, a condom separate and a diaphragm. Together we fall, but united we stand.
You have to make decisions when you see the whole picture. You know, as good as it feels or as good as it seems, you got to think about the whole picture before you make a decision.
Nobody loses. Everybody wins.
That's not the whole story, because just behind all that what seems to be fun and excitement is also what ends up being a lot of pain.
The games aren't very much fun when you lose, you know, when you get hurt.
I was friends with this guy, and we were friends. You know, we were like best friends, and then
one day, you know, he kind of felt that I liked him. So I went upstairs, and then he asked me if I wanted him to stop, and I said no. And then maybe a year or two later, we had my son. I lost my virginity at 12. Well, my ex-boyfriend does not share in taking care of my child. He wants to, but right now he's incarcerated. And well, I have a picture of him. But he wants to, but he's not really doing anything for himself, so I don't see how he can do anything for my child.
There's not only the risk of teenage pregnancy or the risk of disease, but there's the risk of a broken heart. And there just isn't any protection that can protect you from a broken heart.
I mean, there's a lot I want to do, and you know, like college, I wanted to go away for college, but if I do that, I can't take him with me. It's just, you know, it's holding me back from a lot of things I wanted to do.
Let me tell you what sex is, because a lot of y'all not saying something because either you're really not sure what it is, or you're embarrassed to say what you think it is. If I had a rose in here and I passed the rose around, each one of you took a rose petal off. For one, it would never make it to the back. But the rose wouldn't be anything left. And what happens is when you sleep with somebody, you give a part of yourself away. You give it away. And when you as teenagers go, well, I'm gonna sleep with this guy or this girl, and you keep doing it, you're just giving your heart away. And by the time you get to college, or by the time you're a senior, you don't even care about yourself because you have nothing to care about. And you say, well, I might as well just do it because it doesn't matter. It does matter because you are a real person. Love desires to please someone else at the expense of self because love wants to give. But lust wants to please self at the expense of somebody else because lust wants to get.
If I had AIDS, would I tell my partner? I don't think I would.
Well, I think even if he had a condom and HIV, I probably would sleep with him. If I really cared about him like I do my boyfriend, I think I would. I wouldn't mind getting it with him as long as we died together.
There's so many things that can go wrong.
What? But life is short. I mean,
life is short, but if you get AIDS, it's even shorter.
It does scare me because there are so many risks with having sex.
Kids are viewing sex with a little more fear now because of the fear of AIDS and other diseases. It's not just a thing for other people. It's actually here at school and other places. It's touched home.